Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Project Evolve 360. Today we are tackling a lifestyle question. So we got a question about the use of happy lamps to treat depression or having a case of the blues. So if anybody doesn't know what a happy lamp is, basically it's an indoor lamp that provides UV rays equivalent to the sun, and it's supposed to improve your mood. So the person asked, can this be effective? Couple thoughts. So one, we know that sunlight definitely does have an effect on our mood, and that for people living in northern latitudes or places where they don't get a lot of sunlight during the winter months, like I do in the Pacific Northwest, that we do see an increased risk of seasonal depression or seasonal affective disorder. So can happy lamps be used to combat those? There's not a lot of scientific peer-reviewed evidence on the use of UV lamps to improve depressive moods. But one of my thoughts is it definitely can't hurt. So using one of these lamps to provide yourself some sunlight equivalent rays for physiological reasons may have some benefit. But psychologically, I don't know if it's the same as getting outside and actually seeing the sun. I mean, when you go out in the summer, you see the sun, you kind of feel it, it's a totally different warmth and feeling. So I don't think the psychological effects of this lamp are as powerful or equal to the sun, but I think, with the whole vitamin D production, the conversion of 7-dihydrocholesterol to vitamin D due to UV light, I think that's definitely some things. I think there's also other photoreceptive things that go on in the skin. And then also we know in the eyes that, having certain UV light at certain times of day is really important to, eye function and also some brain stimulation. So I really think that is true, and I think these lamps can help that. But I think you need to be smart in your use of them. So, kind of like I just mentioned, we know that during the day, your eyes need to see certain bands of light, the blue band of light in the morning and then shifts towards the red band at night. So, if you notice, I don't know if you ever noticed during the day, but, as the sun arcs through the sky, we get different wavelengths of light, and our body is attuned to that. So the kind of light that these lamps produce, you want to get in the morning to midday, and then I would probably shut them off and not use it after that. We don't need any more kind of blue spectrum light at night, and using this lamp at night may actually be detrimental because you won't sleep as well. So one of the things, if you were going to use these lamps and you're having some light issues and sleep issues that's causing some seasonal affective disorder, I would do two things. I would try to get outside as much as possible, even in the winter, especially in the morning. Use these lamps maybe first thing in the morning, kind of stimulate some sun, turn it on again kind of mid-afternoon, and then shut it off, and don't use it after that. And then at night, if you're doing a lot of work on the computer, actually, this sounds really crazy, but use some rose-tinted glasses. So it'll actually shift the light that's coming from your computer into more of a red spectrum, and that'll be a little bit more natural lighting and kind of help you wind down for the day. One of the worst things you can do at night when you're trying to sleep is get more of that blue spectrum light that you're expecting to see mid-morning, mid-afternoon, because then it kind of tricks your brain through your eyes of, oh my gosh, okay, we need to be up, we need to be moving, we need to be going because we have all this daylight. So can the Verilux Happy Light be used to improve depressive moods or a case of the blues? I think you can definitely use it to try to improve it. We also talked a couple videos ago about the rhodiola rosea, also a potentially really good source, and don't abuse it. All right, evolve, get better. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.